What's up, guys? Nightflux here, coming to you with my Magatsu Storm Murakumo deck profile. This is a super fun deck. It's a pretty cheap deck to make too, so let's get right into it. We have the starter, Stealth Dragon Magatsu Wind. Basically, he's like the new generation of ride chains. Whenever he's ridden on top of, you check the top 7 cards for the grade 2 or 3. I mean, nothing. That's not new for ride chains, but this is the new generation of ride chains, and I'll show you how it works when we get further on in the deck. The triggers, we do run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 critical triggers with this deck. We are looking to hit hard with this deck with the grade 3's effect, which we will go over later. We are running 1, 2, 3, 4 draw triggers. We do run 2 surprise stand triggers, so if you do happen to get one off, it is a surprise to your opponent because you're only running so little. Sorry about the glare, guys. Hold on. Fix this. It's just sleeves are shiny. And then we are running 4 of the heal triggers. So, 4 heals right here. Getting into the grade 1s, 4 perfect guards, obviously, because there's a lot of hard-hitting decks that have come out so far. We're running 4 copies of the grade 1. This is the Stealth Dragon Magatsu Breath. Basically, when he rides on top of the grade 0, you can check the top 7 cards for a grade 2 or 3. Nothing new there. And he also gains 1k, so instead of being 7k, he's an 8k. Next, we are running 4 copies of Stealth Rogue of Silence. Basic 8k beater, nothing new there. And then we are, to finish up the grade 1s, we are running 2 copies of Stealth Beast or Oboro card. Basically, his skill, as soon as he hits the field, you counterblast 1 and take a copy of any other rear guard on the field. He comes out to wherever you want him to. At the end of turn, he's just put on the bottom of the deck. Good card to fill up if you need like another back row to make your attack higher, or you just need another rear guard. You technically won't need another front row rear guard if you do get the ride chain off. Next, we go to grade 2s. We have the Stealth Dragon Magatsu Gale. Basically, when he rides on top of the grade 1, you search for 2 copies of itself, and you can put them in the front row, up to 2 copies. So you put them out in the field, so you have a full front row. You attack, and at the end of the turn, they both go back to the bottom of the deck. So it's a good field fill tactic. The one thing about this deck is you're going to have a lot of hand advantage. If you hit your draw triggers, you can have even more hand advantage. Next, 4 copies of the Stealth Beast Bloody Mist, just a basic 10k beater. The grade 2s aren't too great in this deck, but we make do with what we have. And last, to finish up the grade 2s, is 3 copies of Stealth Beast White Mane. Basically, when the attack hits a Vanguard, you can unflip a damage, which is good to get more effects of your grade 3s off. Next, we are at the grade 3s. We are running 4 copies of Covert Demonic Dragon Magatsu Storm. Right here. Basically, if you don't know his effect, I'll read it to you. It is Limit Break. It's a Limit Break, and it's an activate. Counterblast 2. This unit gets plus 3,000 until the end of turn. Search your deck for up to 2 copies of itself, and you could shuffle them to separate rear guards. Basically. And if this rides on top of the grade 2, you can call 2 copies of itself for free anyway. But basically, it's a plus 3k boost, and it fills your field again. And but basically the cards just put back to the bottom at the end of your turn. So it's another good field fill. The only thing you got to be careful with the field fill is that you're going to have card advantage, but after these things go to the bottom of the deck, your opponent's going to have no choice but to swing Vanguard, so you're going to lose a lot of hand advantage from that too. And last of the grade 3s is going to be the Fantasy Petal Storm Shiryuki. This is a highly anti-meta card. If you don't know what this does, basically it's like a Mandala Lord copy, but you have to be at Limit Break to use it. Oh, excuse me. Basically, counterblast 1, it's a Persona Blast, take 1 from your hand, discard it, and your opponent's attacking unit gets minus 20k till the end of battle. Well, now let's think, what's this good against? Mostly the Blood, because if they use the Blood's effect, minus 20k, they can't hit anything in your front row. So they just wasted their Limit Break completely. If I'm playing against Dote or I'm playing against Vermilion, I don't even try to get the ride chain off. I try to get this card in hand, because this is another amazing part of the deck. This is what makes the deck so versatile, because instead of just being stuck with the ride chain, if you don't hit the ride chain and you get this, you have amazing shield power in your hand too. So that's another one of the great pluses about this deck. Overall, I'd rate this deck probably like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. 7.5 we'll give it then. But it is a super fun deck. It doesn't cost that much money to make, and it is it's pretty amazing. You always have if you hit the ride chain, you always have hand and rear guards. And if you hit the fantasy pedal, you always have high guard in hand, and that adds to your hand advantage as well. Hope you like the deck profile, guys. Make sure you hit the like button and leave a comment below for me. All right, we'll see you next time. Peace out.